Hello everyone, in this video we are going to look at the concept of acceleration. So acceleration tells us how fast the velocity changes. It's a vector quantity and we can imagine two kinds of accelerations. One is average acceleration and the second one is instantaneous acceleration. However, most practically the instantaneous acceleration is of interest. What are the units of acceleration? Since it is telling about how fast the velocity is changing, velocity is meter per second, and how fast it is changing per second. So meter per second becomes meter per second square. An acceleration of 1 meter per second square would imply that the velocity will change by 1 meter per second in 1 second. And if acceleration is 0, then it implies that the velocity is not changing. For a calculation or measurement of acceleration, we need the knowledge of velocity at 2 points, at t2 and t1, that is delta v by delta t. v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1 is average acceleration, and in the limit t2 tends to t1, this quantity becomes acceleration at t1. Now since we are talking of one-dimensional motion, though it's a vector quantity, but it is sufficient to express it as plus or minus. The sign of acceleration alone is not sufficient to tell whether object is speeding up or slowing down. Whether the object is speeding up or slowing down depends on combination of signs of velocity and acceleration. So let's visualize that concept both numerically and visually in this window. We need 3 times t1, t2 and t3 minimum. So this slider over here selects t1, this slider selects t2, and this slider selects t3. This is the object which is free to move in this one dimension. Here it prints the position at this time, that is time selected by this slider. This box prints the position at time t2 selected by this slider, and this slider prints position at t3 selected by this slider. This box gives x2 minus x1, t2 minus t1, and this box over gives x3 minus x2, and this gives t3 minus t2. Over here we get an average velocity between time t2 and t1, and this is average velocity between time 3 and time 2. So first let us place the object at t equal to 0. The object is at 3.82 meters. Let us observe the motion first. So this is putting up position of the object at equal intervals of time. So as we can see, in the first interval of time the displacement was small, and as time increases the displacement is increasing for the same interval of time. That means the speed or velocity is increasing, that would mean. So how do we calculate velocity? So we need to take time t2 and let it come as close as possible to t1. So this is coming as close as possible to position 1, that is time 1. So this is the smallest step which we can take. So the velocity at t1 is 0.12 meter per second. Similarly at t2 we can get the velocity by selecting a third time. t3 is changing and our aim is to get it as close as possible. t3 can be this much, and velocity at time t2 is 0.13 meter per second, and hence acceleration becomes v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. However, the step size can be much smaller than this, and the actual velocity will be different from what we are seeing now. Now let us see the velocity vector. As the object moves, this graph draws the vector. So initially it is small. As the time increases, the velocity is increasing, hence the arrow size is increasing. So acceleration is at what rate this arrow length is increasing. Let's look at the acceleration. The acceleration is constant, it is not changing. That means the rate at which the velocity is changing throughout the motion is same. So this is a case of constant acceleration. Now let us look at 4 different cases and also look at the position time graph, corresponding velocity time graph, and acceleration time graph. First case is the object is moving towards right and it is speeding up. So both velocity and acceleration have a positive sign. So this is the time. So as we can see, this is the position time graph, which is like x square, and this is velocity time graph, which is straight line, and the acceleration is constant, that is 0.13 meter per second square. So practically in most of the undergrad textbooks, the acceleration is constant. Hence this graph is not shown routinely because it's just a straight line parallel to the time axis. Or we can put time in much smaller intervals so that the curve becomes continuous. So this is the case where the object is moving towards the right and it is speeding up. Now let's take the case where object is moving towards the left and speeding up. So let's place the object almost on the right and let it move towards the left, and it becomes faster and faster. So initially it is at right extreme, that is about at 100. So it's moving towards left and it is speeding up. So as we can see, the velocity is negative and acceleration is also negative. So this is a case where object is moving towards the left and speeding up. So in this case, both velocity and acceleration are negative. Now let's take a case where object is moving towards left and it slows down. Let's put the speed as high. Yes. So the object is slowing down. Let's put it in a continuous mode. So the object is moving towards the left with negative velocity and acceleration is positive, hence it is slowing down. So which can also be seen here with the position of the object. Initially it moved this distance in one interval of time. In the same interval of time, it is moving smaller and smaller distances. Now let's look at the last case where the object moves towards the right and it slows down. The object is moving towards the right. I can see in the equal intervals of time, the object is covering smaller and smaller distance, hence it is slowing down, that is its speed or velocity is decreasing. So the sign of velocity is positive and sign of acceleration is negative. Let us put it constant intervals, smaller constant intervals. So in all cases, the acceleration is always a line parallel to the time axis. Let us look at the final case where the acceleration is 0. So in this case acceleration is 0. The position time graph would be a straight line making an angle with the time axis, and velocity time graph is parallel to time axis. So this is the zero acceleration, and velocity is constant, that is 5.2 meter per second, and the object is moving towards the right. In textbook we find several interesting examples. The example which you have seen is a one-dimensional motion where the object continues to move in only one direction. If you consider the projectile motion, the x component of the motion, the acceleration is 0. Whereas if you consider a free fall, the magnitude is constant and a direction is also constant. The another example is uniform circular motion where the magnitude is constant but the direction changes at each instant of time. Simple harmonic oscillator is another example where both magnitude and direction changes with time. So these videos I'll be uploading in couple of weeks time, where I'll compare the vectors and position time graph, velocity time graph, and acceleration time graph for all these examples. So watching for more videos. Thank you.